Again, 26 of 39 from the field at 67%, 14 of 19 from the free throw line at 74%, and 7 of 9 from three-point range at 78%. North Clay, 20 of 50 for 40%, 9 of 11, though, at the free throw line for 82%, and 6 of 21 from three-point range at 29%. Individually, Keenan Wilshire, 11 of 17 from the field, 0 of 1 at the line, 7 rebounds and 25 points to lead the Cougars, but he had a lot of help. Hunter Brandt was 6 of 8 from the field, 4 of 4 at the line, 5 rebounds, 19 points. Chase Dodson, 7 of 9 from the field, 4 of 8 at the line, a rebound and 18 points. Colin Miller, 1 of 2 from the field, 4 of 4 at the free throw line, a couple of rebounds and 7 points. Mason Robb, 0 for 2 from the field, but 2 for 2 at the line. He had 5 rebounds and 2 points. Sebastian Calger grabbed a couple of rebounds, and Tanner Hester was 1 for 1 from the field with 2 points. Tyson Jones was 5 of 16 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line, 4 rebounds and 15 points. Ian Bailey, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line, 6 rebounds, 10 points. Luke Fleener, hampered by fouls all game long, finished 4 of 8 from the field, a couple of rebounds and 9 points. Ethan Bible, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line, a couple of rebounds and 9 points. Lane Holkenbrink, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line, 3 rebounds and 7 points. And Dakota Widener off the bench to go 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 at the line, 5 rebounds, 7 points in the loss for North Clay as they fall to South Central, 73-57. Dustin got us our pregame stats for the next one. Let's take a break and come back and get you the starters and get you set for the third place contest between Neoga and Dieterich. That's coming up here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
And we welcome you back for the third place game of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. Neoga getting set to take on Dieterich. Dustin White joins us in the booth this afternoon. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. You know, Greg really had to twist my arm to get me to come take his place for these last 2 games. But I'm here dutifully and looking forward to some good basketball.
Yeah, it should be a great couple of games yet. Part of the tournament, this third place matchup between Neoga and Dieterich upcoming. As let's go ahead and meet the starters for the 15-7 Dieterich Moving Maroons under head coach Josh Crumweedy. They will send the familiar 5 out there with Bryce Booty, the 5'10 sophomore, wears number 3. He has 8 tournament points thus far. Pete Britton had a huge night in the semifinal last night, but again, Dieterich came up a little short to Altamont. Britton, though, a 5'9 freshman, wears number 12, has 27 tournament points. 6'4 senior Cole Niebrugge has 22 tournament points. He wears number 23. He'll be a forward spot. Colin Hartke, 6'2 senior, number 24, plays a guard position as well. He has 20 tournament points. And Derek Poole, number 33, is 6'3 junior, plays a forward spot. He has 21 tournament points. So you can see it's a pretty balanced attack for the Dieterich Moving Maroons. The Neoga Indians are 15-8, and they come into this contest under Coach Andrew Snow after suffering a loss to St. Anthony in the semifinal matchup. Trevor Roy was 6'2 junior, wears number 33. He has 31 tournament points thus far. He'll be joined out there by Pacey McClure. The 5'11 sophomore has 24 tournament points, or 23 rather tournament points, and he wears number 24. Nick Titus, a 5'11 sophomore, number 13, gets the call out of forward spot. He has 5 tournament points, as does Chase Banning. He plays inside as well. The 6-foot senior wears number 10. And Trenton Moore rounds out the lineup. He's a 6'1 senior wearing number 21. He has 6 tournament points for the Neoga Indians here in this 85th annual NTC edition.
Yeah, for Neoga, they're getting another chance at Dieterich. They've played before. It was back on December 10th, so it's been a little while, but Dieterich got a 56-48 win at Dieterich. I'm guessing both coaches are going to tell you that their teams have changed a lot and grown a lot in those almost 2 months, but nonetheless, it is going to be Neoga looking for a little bit of revenge here in this third-place game, and just a spotlight that they haven't been able to play under in this tournament for a little while. They're having a resurgent year, and nice for them to be able to be appearing in this late game on Saturday.
Tim Leakey is back for another game in this NTC tournament with the whistles. He's joined by Bill McLean and Justin Akers today as they will handle the whistles for this third-place contest. And just before we get underway, received a note from the Effingham High School cheer team. They finished third in competition now and will head to state next weekend in Bloomington. It's the first time the EHS cheerleaders have ever gotten to the IHSA state level. Meanwhile, here at Altamont, we are underway. Neoga wins the tip, and the third-place contest is coming to you here on 97.9 XFM. Indians work it around the perimeter. Banning has it on the baseline, goes short corner to Roy. Roy brings it out, skip pass over on the side to Titus. Titus sends it to McClure. Dieterich in the man-to-man. McClure working on the left wing, double team, dribbles out of it. Now it makes the pass, and it's stolen away. Picking it off past the center circle and driving to the hoop is Colin Harkey, and Harkey's fouled on his way to the basket. He'll head to the line for a couple.
Yeah, so McClure has a pass picked off and then goes down and commits the foul on the other end of the floor. Dieterich going to get a chance to get in the scoring column for the first time from the free throw line.
Free throw is up and good for Colin Harkey. The 6'2 senior has his first point of the game. And first point of the contest for anybody. Next one is up and good as well. So Harkey has a couple. And Neoga will go on the attack again. Bringing it up court is Nick Titus, the 5'11 sophomore, takes it over on the wing to Banning, and Harkey gets another steal. He picks off the pass, eludes the defense, drives for the left-handed layup. He missed it. Rebound, McClure is battling with Cool. Jump ball results, and it'll be out of bounds to Dieterich.
Going to stay down there, so McClure was the first to get his hands on it, but wasn't able to secure it. Dieterich will keep the ball.
They force a pass inside. Nice catch by Niebrugge in the lane. First shot no good. Tried to go back up. He couldn't, but the ball was knocked loose. Dieterich scrambling to save it. They have to save it in at the timeline. Now it's finally taken by McClure, who drives for the left-handed layup. It's off the mark, and the rebound taken down by Pete Britton of Dieterich. He runs it up court, slows down as Neoga got back defensively, and Dieterich will set the offense with Bryce Booty in the center circle. He goes to Britton, left wing. Britton bounces it in the post to Niebrugge. Back out to Britton, to Cool at the top of the key. He'll take that shot and bury it. 3 points for Derek Cool. He has Dieterich up 5-0. 6.5 minutes to play in the first quarter as Titus dribble got a little high as he crossed the timeline, but he got it under control and went to McClure. McClure over to Banning. Banning on the right side, flips it baseline. They get it to Moore. Now back out top. They circle it around the perimeter. Titus has it. Goes to McClure, left corner. Back out top to Moore. They swing it over on the side. 3 on the way is good for Nick Titus. So Neoga on the board now, and it's 5-3. Dieterich with the ball. They bring it up the left side. Britton spins in the baseline and took an extra step before he got the pass away to Niebrugge. A Dieterich turnover.
A couple of turnovers for both teams early on. Neoga going to get the ball back. Chance to tie or take its first lead of the afternoon.
Trotting it up this time is McClure. He sends it over on the side to Titus. Nick Titus on the dribble on the left wing goes to McClure. He's still over there on the left side. Gets a screen. No, he doesn't. Moore backed away, and McClure sent it out top to Roy. Roy hesitates, crosses over, got to the right side. Now has picked up his dribble and sends it out top. They swing it around the perimeter as Titus has it now. Titus back to Banning, over to McClure, right wing. He fakes left, now goes right, looks inside, nice pass. Got it underneath to Trenton Moore. The shot is swatted away, but Moore was swatted away as well, and he'll go to the line for a couple.
Yeah, it was a good find from McClure to get it across the lane over to Moore. Pete Britton coming in, trying to block the shot, but got a little too much more, and picks up his first foul. A couple of free throws coming up.
First one up is good as it nuzzles its way in through the hoop. Trenton Moore makes it a 5-4 ball game, and he could tie it up at 5 if he connects here on the second. It's up, and it's good. So 5-5 with 5:25 to play in the first quarter as Britton has it on the right side, looks into the posting Cool, turns, shot up, shot good. Derek Cool with 5 in the ball game makes it 7-5 in favor of Dieterich.
Yeah, Cool got his man on his hip, went up for the shot, and Neoga played the defense straight up. He shot over it, got it the jumper to go.
Speaking of shooting over, Banning shoots over the defense, shot from the top of the key, no good. Rebound Colin Hartke, clears it to Booty. Booty trots it up the left side, slows things down, and starts over from the center circle. They get it on the left side to Cool, or make it rather Colin Hartke. Skips it to Britton, or nope, that's not Britton, that's Booty. He's on the right wing. Booty sends it out top to Niebrigi. Niebrigi drives from the top of the key, leaves it with Booty. He'll slash into the lane, flips up a shot, no good, but an offensive rebound by Cole Niebrigi. He sticks it up and in. So it was 5-0. Then it's tied up at 5, and now it's 9-5 again in favor of Dieterich. Indians have it on the wing. Titus holds it out there, now backs it to the center circle. Flips it to Banning, now to McClure. McClure goes top of the key to Roy. Roy on the side to chase Banning, drives the baseline, shot fake. Now he'll take the jumper from 6. It's around and no good. Rebound tussled for, and it's off the head of Colin Hartke and out of bounds. It'll stay with Neoga.
Hartke and Moore battling for that rebound, and eventually it does go off of a maroon jersey. So Titus will trigger the inbound under his own basket.
Titus looking, and his pass is tipped by Cole Niebrigi back out of bounds. He was on the right side of the basket. Now he switches to the left side of the basket on the baseline to try to trigger the inbound.
That 6'4" guard in the inbound makes it a little bit tough to get it in there.
Inbounds does go to McClure in the corner. They send it around the perimeter, now to the right side, back to Titus. Titus gets it out top to Roy. Roy sends it over to Moore. Moore now to Banning. Banning out top, gets a screen, now takes it to Roy. Roy to the top of the key, looks in the corner for Moore. Moore sends it back out top to McClure. Now to Banning, center circle. He goes over on the wing to Moore. Moore looking inside. Now they do get the posting up Roy. He goes for a reverse layup. The ball slipped out of his hands on the way up, and the rebound is taken by Booty. And Trevor Roy comes back and commits a personal.
Yeah, Trevor just trying to get something going. Neoga hasn't been able to get him involved in his offensive attack at all, so he manages to catch a ball in the post. Tries for the reverse, the shot not particularly close, and maybe a bit of a frustration foul on the tail end of that play.
3:33 to play in the first quarter. Dieterich brings it up court. They lead 9-5. Neoga making a substitution. We'll check that for you as Fearday's into the ball game. Meanwhile, Booty has it out top. They send it around to Cool left side. Cool looks for the lob underneath. That's for Niebrigi. He makes a tough catch, turns on the baseline, puts up a 6-footer, and he got it.
Yeah, I think the lob led him a little too far toward the baseline, so he spun back toward the middle of the floor and put up a tough shot, but got it to go.
Dieterich taking advantage of their size across the board inside. They're up 11-5 as Neoga's working it around the perimeter, as handling out top is Titus. They get it to Moore, now over on the side to McClure. McClure's pass out top, tipped, it's knocked away. Neoga and Dieterich both going after it. Fearday touched it last as Colin Hartke got his hands on another ball, and that forced the third turnover for Neoga here in the quarter. Quick 30-second timeout taken by Neoga with 2:52 to play in the first. It's Dieterich 11, Neoga 5, NTC third place game on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
For the third place game of the 85th annual NTC tournament, Luke Romack checked in at the timeout. He replaced Trenton Moore for Neoga. Dieterich ball, they inbound it in backcourt. Hartke has it, got it to Cole Niebrigi. Leans in for a shot, it's no good. But Niebrigi heads back to the charity stripe, or actually he'll head there for the first time.
pretty good move to the basket, and the defender trying just desperately not to give him a layup, puts him on the line. That foul, though, for Neoga goes against Trevor Roy, and that's 2 for him.
Wow, that's a tough call. I think the officials got the wrong number, and now they are going to correct it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Nieberge's free throw was off the mark, the first one. He'll put this one up, and it rattles home. So Nieberge with 5. He goes 1 of 2 at the line that trip, and it's a 12-5 advantage, the 7-point lead, the largest of the quarter for Dieterich. Titus brings it to the right side for Neoga. Looks over the defense, still on the dribble. No one's forcing him. Now he does bring it to the top of the key to Roy on the left wing. 3 on the way, bounces over the backboard and into the support structure, and it'll go to Dieterich.
Yeah, nothing materializing inside the arc, so Roy just decided to pull the trigger on a three-pointer, see if he could make something happen. That one doesn't go. Neoga's still only 1 field goal in this game.
Britton and Booty trying to decide who's going to bring it up court. Finally, it is Britton taking it over to the right side, all the way down to the baseline. Now he leaves it with Poole on the wing, out top to Booty, across the way to Hartke. He's on the left side, drives the baseline, draws a crowd, and picks up the dribble, throws it out top, and it's over the head of Britton. Hustling back to pick it up was a great play by Nick Titus, but his foot slipped at the end and stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, he just couldn't quite slow his momentum as he was in a race with Britton to get to that ball. Britton just wanted to touch it and get the backcourt violation so as not to give up the easy layup. But Titus's momentum carried him to the baseline, so after all that, Dieterich gets to hang on to the basketball.
So Britton takes it over to the right wing again, leaves it out top with Poole. Poole looks inside, nothing doing, finds Booty on the left side, now baseline to Hartke. He's beyond the three-point arc, sends it out top to Britton again. They move to Poole right wing, posting up is Nieberge. Triple team, looking to get out of it. Still has it, finally makes a pass to the top to Britton. He slashes into the lane, puts up a little runner. It's short, got his own rebound. It's blocked by Roy. This rebound taken down by Neoga, and as Titus had the board, he was knocked to the floor.
That's going to be the second foul of the ball game against Dieterich, and that one goes against Derek Kuhl, his first.
So with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter, it's 12-5 in favor of Dieterich. Neoga would love to get some points here and to stop. But they got to get the points first. They work the offense out top. Handling is Nick Titus. He leaves it with McClure. McClure from the center circle goes to Roy on the left wing. Roy looks inside. Fearday's posting up, but Roy doesn't like it. So he's holding, now gets it out top to Romack. Romack to Fearday, inside to Roy, spins in the post, reverse layup, good. Trevor Roy gets his first 2 points, and it's 12-7 with under a minute to play. Dieterich pushes it up court quickly. They get it to Hartke on the wing. He drives in the lane. The little jumper is short. Roy has the rebound, and he'll push it up the right side. Hesitates, now goes to the baseline, spins, gets it back out top to Titus, and Titus looks to Coach Snow for the play.
Ooh.
They got it on the side to Roy. He works around Nieberge, baseline, shuffles a pass to McClure, out to Titus for 3 from the wing, and he buries it. Nick Titus with 6 points, and all of a sudden Neoga's back within 2 with 25 seconds to play in the quarter.
Good snappy ball movement. The extra pass gets the wide open three-pointer. Titus has hit a couple of them.
Bryce Booty across the timeline, hands it to Britton. 15 seconds on the clock. Britton will hand it to Hartke, and he usually starts the offense in the last quarter, or the last seconds of the quarter. And just as I say that, he gives it to Britton, and Britton will take over. He moves to the top of the key, backs up, moves again, penetrates, leans in, shot blocked by Roy, picked up by McClure as the first quarter horn sounds. After one, it's Dieterich 12, Neoga 10. High school basketball in the third place game of the 85th annual NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
Your home for the 85th annual NTC tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
First quarter stats, Dustin?
Well, Neoga 3 of 8 from the field. They hit a couple late to improve that percentage. They were 1 for 5 at one point, 2 for 2 at the free throw line, 2 for 3 from three-point range. Dieterich went 4 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 at the free throw line, made its only three-pointer, and out-rebounded Neoga 8-3 in that first quarter of play.
Neoga ball to start the second quarter of action. They inbound it in the backcourt to Titus. Titus looks at the defense. It's a man-to-man. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is man. They're just looking to trap him a little bit, but he got it out of trouble. They work it around the perimeter. Bearday comes out top to get it. Puts it on the floor with Hartke on him. Fakes the pass to Roy. He keeps it. Bearday still on the dribble at the center circle. Now gets it over on the side to Nick Titus. Titus gets a screen out top from Roy. Takes it to the wing. Hands it off to Moore. Back to Banning. Banning, quick drive on the right side, but he left the layup short. Could have tied the ball game up, but instead a rebound for Cole Niebrigi. He handed it off to Booty, who went to Kuhl on the baseline. Kuhl couldn't handle the pass, and literally the ball ends up in the feet of the official out of bounds.
Yeah, so turnover on that end for Dieterich. On this end, Banning, I think he probably was surprised at how open for that layup he was. It was just a quick little crossover dribble, and he had his way all the way to the right side of the basket, but just left it a little short. Neoga with another chance, though, to tie or take the lead.
Roy with it on the right side, looks out top. 3 on the way from Banning off the mark. Rebound comes off hard, and it's finally grabbed by Cole Niebrigi. He hands it off, and Hartke brings it up court, leaves it on the side with Britton. Britton to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, sends it to Booty left side. Booty drives into the lane, draws a crowd, goes to Kuhl. Kuhl leans in. We've got a foul whistled. Is it a block? Is it a charge? And apparently it's a block because Coach Snow's not happy.
Yeah, Trenton Moore trying to take that charge there and went flying to the ground, but apparently not to the spot in time is the ruling, so he gets the foul called against him, his first, Neoga's third.
Dieterich trying to get the ball in bounds. They have a little trouble with it, but Booty's finally able to control along the baseline. Backs out to the three-point arc. Fires the three, and it's good. I think it scraped off the side of the backboard and dropped in.
And he took that from the corner, so the fact that he hit the glass, it's a bit of a miracle that it went in, but it still counts.
So it's 15-10, back to the 5-point lead for Dieterich with a minute and a half played in the second quarter. McClure has it on the right side for Neoga. Takes it to the right baseline. Cut off by Booty. Now switches, crosses over, gets underneath, puts up a shot. It's blocked, but a foul. Boy, Pacey McClure got pretty creative to get to the basket.
Well, here's the thing. Pacey McClure and Trevor Roy are the two big offensive cogs for this Neoga team, and they were not able to get a whole lot going in that first quarter, so they're going to have to be a little more aggressive, and McClure attacks the basket right there, draws the foul on Booty, and gets himself to the free throw line.
To kind of back up your point there, McClure and Roy combined have 54 tournament points. The rest of the team has 16 coming into this game.
And yet they scored 2 points between them in the first quarter. McClure did miss that first free throw. He did sink the second.
So he has his first point of the ball game, makes it 15-11, a 4-point affair as Dieterich has the ball in the lead. Britton with it on the right wing, gets it out top to Niebrigi. They swing it to Booty left side. Booty a couple of dribbles, now out top to Britton, who backs out to the center circle. Dieterich resets against Neoga's man-to-man. They get it on the side to Hartke, who eventually makes the catch. Goes to Kuhl, lob inside to Niebrigi. Double team, dribbles away from it, back towards the corner. Now leaves it with Kuhl on the wing. He drives into the lane, dumps a pass underneath to Hartke. Shot fake, shot up, shot, rolls off, no good. Hartke got it back, puts it up this time with the left hand, and Collins' second attempt is good.
Dieterich has been active on the offensive glass. They have 5 offensive rebounds in this game. Neoga has 0.
17-11, the 6-point edge for Dieterich. Off a screen is Pacey McClure. Top of the key three, a little strong. Rebound, Pete Britton. Britton across the timeline with 5:24 to play in the second quarter as Dieterich takes over. They look to the right side for Kuhl. Kuhl out top to Niebrigi. Lob inside to Kuhl, and the shot is good. Derek Kuhl has 7 now in the ball game. Makes it 19-11 with 5:05 to play in the second quarter. Dieterich plays the good man-to-man up court. Banning, though, spotted a lane to the basket. Got cut off, sends it to Titus. Now they work it out top to Moore. Moore hands it off to Roy. Roy jump stop in the lane. Scoop layup, no good. A little too strong. Rebound taken out of there by Niebrigi. He hands it to Pete Britton, to Bryce Booty. And Booty's going to walk it up court.
It's a good move by Roy, but a little out of control on the finish.
Hartke comes to get it at the top of the key to Booty right side. Booty over to Britton. Left wing three, banked in. That's 2 banked threes for Dieterich. And Britton has his first points of the game, and all of a sudden Dieterich's doubled up Neoga, 22-11. 4:21 on the clock. Out top, Titus gets a screen. Takes it over to Banning. Now to McClure, who brings it back to the top of the key with a pass to Moore. They go on the right side to Roy. Roy fakes the pass inside. Now goes out top. They swing it over to Titus. He's going to take a baseline drive. Got under the basket, and he got bumped from behind.
Yeah, he stepped on the baseline. I thought maybe he was just going to get called for turning it over, but instead they're going to say that Pete Britton gave him a little bit of help touching that baseline. And so I believe it was Britton.
Booty, number 3, is who they signaled.
They had Booty down for a foul, but that's okay.
Now they are checking things again at the scorer's table. So, yep, it is Britton.
I thought so. Britton was the only player in the neighborhood, so that's his second foul, 4 for Dieterich.
So that'll force Dieterich to make their first change of the ball game. As into the lineup is Andrew Leidy. Halfway through the second quarter, Leidy wearing number 5 for this Dieterich ball club. As Neoga works the inbounds out top. Roy is on the dribble. Looks on the side for Chase Banning. Banning sends it across. A little trouble with the catch, but finally Titus is able to control as he takes it back out to the center circle. Now crosses over, gets into the lane. Left side, layup, no good. Rebound, Derek Poole. Boy, Neoga is struggling to finish inside.
They have gotten a lot of good looks driving to the basket and have missed, 3 or 4 layups in this ball game.
Niebrigi with it on the wing, out top to Hartke. Hartke back to Niebrigi right side. Niebrigi puts it on the floor, sends it out top to Booty. Booty holds, now goes to Leidy left wing. Skips it out top to Poole. Long 2 from just inside the top of the key is no good. Rebound, Pacey McClure. He'll walk it up court for Neoga. 3:14 on the second quarter clock, still 22-11. Neoga's only managed to put up 1 free throw in this period thus far. Handling out top. Now they get it to Roy. Roy on the catch, drug the pivot foot, and Neoga has turned it over for the first time in the quarter. And we've got a timeout taken by Dieterich. It'll be a 30-second timeout with 3:02 to play in the first half of action. Dieterich 22, Neoga 11. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
To play in the first half of action of the third-place game of the National Trail Conference Tournament. We'll take a break, come back with the championship game later tonight. St. Anthony and Altamont. This place should be full and ready to go.
I was going to say, do you think anyone's going to show up or not?
I think there might be a player or two here.
All right.
And there might be a fan or two here. Inbounds goes to Dieterich. Roy tried to get it, didn't come up with it, and Dieterich just walked it up court. Booty has it, looks inside. Colin Hartke catches, turns from 10 foot. Oh, the shot rattled out. It was 3/4 of the way down. Rebound to Neoga. Roy tried to push it up court and got bumped on his way. And a foul whistle against the moving Maroons.
Yeah, Roy trying to push it up the floor, see if he couldn't get something in transition, because Neoga 0 for 5 from the field in this second quarter. Anyway, they could get something going, but instead the foul goes against Bryce Booty, 2 for him, 5 for Dieterich.
So the 2 guards for Dieterich have picked up a couple of fouls each. Booty stays on the court as Neoga inbounds from the sideline. McClure has it, brings it to the top of the key, leaves it out there with Chase Banning. Banning says, come on out here, and throws a pass across the way to Titus. Titus moves to the top of the key, hands it off to Banning, now to Roy. Roy moves, gets it out top to Moore. Everything on the perimeter for Neoga as they have it with McClure. Now McClure moves to the top of the key, gets it to Roy on the left side. Roy tries to take the baseline. Boy, good defense by Niebrigi right there with him. Now Roy gets it into Moore. Moore in a crowd, muscles up for a shot inside, no good. Rebound still being tapped around, and finally it's taken by McClure in the corner. He's tiptoeing the baseline all the way from the left side to the right side, and now sends it out top to Banning. Banning hands it off to Titus. Titus flips it to Moore, now to McClure. On the left wing, on the Altamont logo, now brings it to the top of the key, to Banning, over to Titus. Titus on the right side, trying to work against this Dieterich man-to-man that's been very good. Roy has it, left wing, drives to the baseline, stops, pops, elevates. Shot, though, is way too strong, and Leidy grabs the rebound. Dieterich Gets it to Colin Harkey, who slows things down. The moving Maroons are more than happy to slow the pace of this contest.
And Neoga worked a long time to get that shot, and it was still a very tough look.
Booty tries to drive baseline, cut off by McClure. Spots Cole Nieberge open for a three on the wing. It's no good. Rebound comes out long, and it's finally controlled by Booty right at the timeline. So Dieterich will reset the offense again. Poole has it top of the key. Looks across for Hartke, I believe. Now over to Booty, left side. Booty now dribbles into the lane, gets it back out to Cool in the corner. Back to Booty, left wing. Under a minute to play in the first half of action. 22-11 our score. Been there for a while. Leidy has it. Looks to Cool out top. Cool finds Hartke on the left side at the top of the key. Now to Booty on the right side. It's the old flex offense working here for Dieterich. A lot of contact underneath, and a foul's whistled as Cool was trying to work his way through the Neoga defense.
Yeah, he and Trenton Moore got tangled up, and it was Cool who got whistled for the foul for Derek. That's a tough one to pick up just before halftime. That's 2 for him.
Well, with 39.8 seconds left in the quarter, yep, here goes Cool to the bench, and into the ball game is number 2, Corey Gebhardt, 5'7" junior. And Neoga gets it across the timeline. Handling the point guard duties again is Titus. Pass out top. Again tipped by Hartke. Dives on the floor. And Neoga wrestles it back, though, with McClure. He gets it to Roy. Looks ahead, and there's Moore. And Moore sticks it up and in.
Well, you take a busted play as long as it scores you 2 points if you're Neoga right now. That was their first field goal of the second quarter.
15 seconds to play in the quarter. And ball knocked loose from Booty. Going to the floor to get it is McClure. He gets it to Titus. Lob ahead to Roy. Shot blocked from behind, but Roy is fouled, and he'll head to the line for a couple. So all of a sudden, Neoga has turned a couple of wild plays into scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they're trying to make something happen, you know. McClure gets the steal, forces the turnover, and some quick ball movement up the floor. Good vision from Roy to decide to head down to the court, and he gets himself open for passing. Now at the free throw line.
Roy hits the first free throw. He has 3 points in the ball game, and it's 22-14.
That foul, by the way, was Colin Hartke's first, and it was the 7th team foul for Dieterich.
This one on the way. It rattles around and drops through. He has 4. Neoga scrambling, full court man-to-man. Inbounds to Leidy, 5 seconds. He brings it to the timeline, leaves it with Hartke over on the right side, gets to a runner for the right wing. The three almost banked in again for Dieterich. Man. That one just barely rattled out. As it is, the score 22-15 as the teams head into the locker room with Dieterich leading Neoga here in the third place game of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
Welcome back to the third place game of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. I'm Matt Robinson. Dustin White and I bringing you the action this afternoon as Dieterich has the 22-15 advantage here at the half. Dieterich with quarters of 12 and 10 for their total of 22, and Neoga had quarters of 10 and 5 for their total of 15. They got 4 of those 5 in the last minute of the quarter, as they only had one free throw through the first 7 minutes of the period. Been getting lots of great notes from folks watching from all over, literally here in the county and then all over the nation as well. Alex Carey drops a note. He's watching from Effingham, and he's rooting on Nick Titus, Pacey McClure, and Luke Womack. They all play for the Central Illinois Aces in the summer. So lots of folks watching, and we always appreciate that. If you'd like to watch the broadcast yet this afternoon or later on for the championship game, if you can't make it, get here if you can. You won't regret it. It's a great atmosphere at Altamont High School for that championship game, no matter who's in it. And tonight it turns out to be St. Anthony and Altamont, as we'll have coverage around 7:15 with the pregame show. 7:30 will be the tip of that championship contest. You can catch it by going to our website, and you can click on the banner there, and it'll take you to the YouTube channel, or just go there with your app on the YouTube app, search 97.9 XFM, or you can go with your smart TV as well if you've got one of those, and find it on the YouTube channel there at 97.9 XFM. So keep that all in mind for tonight's broadcast for the championship game. But again, get here if you can for that title contest. It should be fun. Dustin's working on some stats. We'll take a break and come back with his numbers here at the half as it's 22-15. Dieterich leading Neoga on 97.9 XFM.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
All right, welcome back to Altamont High School. Third place game of this 85th National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. At halftime, it is Dieterich with a 22-15 lead over Neoga. Let's take a look at your stats from that first half of play. Neoga shot 25% from the field in the first half, 4 out of 16. Indians 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83.3% there, and they hit 2 of 5 three-pointers. That's an even 40%. Dieterich fared a little better from the field, 8 out of 19. That's 42.1%. The Maroons 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and even 75% there, and they shot the same percentage, 3 of 4, 75% from three-point range. Turnovers even at 4 apiece. Rebounding was not even. Dieterich had quite the edge on the glass, 16-6 rebounding edge in the first half of play. Let's take a look at your individual numbers. We'll start with Neoga. 6 points for Nick Titus leads the way. He was 2 for 3 from the field, including 2 out of 2 from beyond the arc. Again, his 6 points are tops for the Indians. 4 points for Trenton Moore. He was 1 for 2 from the field and had 2 for 2 trips to the free throw line. Trevor Roy also with 4 points. He was 1 for 5 from the field, 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. A couple of rebounds, a couple of block shots as well for Trevor. And the only other person to score for Neoga in that first half was Pacey McClure. Just 0 for 2 from the field, and then had a 1 for 2 trip to the free throw line. Pacey was their leading rebounder with a grand total of 3. Chase Manning 0 for 4 from the field. Adam Fearday, Luke Womack, they both saw action, but neither one attempted a shot. For Dieterich, pretty balanced attack. 7 points leads the way. That's Derek Kuhl who's got those 7 points. He was 3 for 4 from the field. He made the only three-pointer he took. A couple of rebounds for Derek as well. Cole Nieberge, 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting. Also had a 1 for 2 trip to the free throw line to go with his game-high 4 rebounds. 4 points for Colin Hartke. He was 1 for 5 from the field and had 2 for 2 trips to the free throw line. 3 rebounds for him. 3 points and 3 rebounds for Pete Britton. He was 1 for 4 from the field and making a three-pointer, the only one he took. Bryce Booty also made the only three-pointer he took. He's got 3 points. He was 1 for 2 from the field overall. He has a couple of rebounds and an assist. Andrew Leidy, Corey Gebhardt, they both played. Neither one attempted a shot. So each team has sent 7 players total to the floor. And again, at halftime, it is Dieterich with the 22-15 lead over Neoga here in this third-place game of the 85th NTC Boys Basketball Tournament. Why don't we go ahead and take another break, and we'll come back with the second half of action, and you're listening to that here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Welcome back to the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. 22-15 the score here at the half. The teams are coming back to the benches to get some final instructions as Dieterich holds the 7-point advantage over Neoga. We've talked about it a lot. A lot of things go into this National Trail Conference Tournament, and the players and cheerleaders have enjoyed a hospitality room all week long, and that wouldn't be possible without Beecher City Foodliner, S&W, Hayden Tid and Timbers, Equity, First State Bank of Beecher City, EJ Water, South Central FS, Turner Distributors, UZ Seed Sales, Salt and Strings Butchery, as well as BK Resources, Fulfer Creek Construction Incorporated, and Alan and Karen Witt, and Inline Physical Therapy. All of those folks help to sponsor the Players and Cheerleaders Hospitality Room throughout the week, and we always appreciate everybody who chips in to make the NTC as special as it is.
Have to be heading down there after the game and get myself something to drink. Yeah, whenever I worked at the Effingham Daily News, and Millie Lang was my boss there, one of the first things she told me about going to cover the NTC tournament was how good the hospitality room is. Mm-hmm. So if Millie says so, then so it must be.
Yeah, the coaches and media members also enjoy a hospitality room separate from the cheerleaders and the basketball players, and it is done well as well. Dieterich ball, they try to go to backdoor cut to Cole Nieberge. He had a little trouble with the catch. Got hemmed in a little lower on the baseline than he would like. Shot from 5, no good. Neoga grabs the rebound, and we're underway in the third quarter. Roy takes it to the right side, crosses over, brings it to the top of the key, now gets it out top to Banning. They swing it over on the side, and McClure has it. Now they get it out top to Moore, again on the right side, and back to Banning out top. To Roy, left wing. Roy works the dribble to the free throw line, kicks it in the corner, faking a 3, now a drive to the basket. That is Nick Titus, shot no good, rebound taken out of there by Dieterich. Not sure if the shot was blocked or just affected, but either way, it was off the mark, and Dieterich is on the attack. Runner in the lane for Hartke, no good. Rebound is loose, and it goes out of bounds, and we've got a foul called on the play.
Yeah, they're going to call Hartke for a charge. He went in to take that shot, and he ran Trenton Moore over. So Hartke going to pick up the offensive foul and the turnover, and Neoga going to get the ball back. That's the second foul for Collins.
Neoga just got to find a way to get some shots and get some good shots. They just can't seem to get many opportunities.
They really haven't. Out of their offense particularly, they've gotten some open three-pointers, but really as far as going to the basket, anything going to the basket's been a one-on-one isolation type of move.
Here comes Roy with it at the top of the key. Backs out again towards the center circle. And still on the dribble. Takes it to the right side. Now he does leave it with McClure in the center circle. He'll bring it to the right side. Takes it back to the top of the key. Now McClure looks to the drive the baseline, gets underneath, and there's an offensive foul as someone got caught setting an illegal screen inside.
It's going to be Trenton Moore. So he draws the charge on this end of the floor, but then on the other end of the floor gets caught gets caught with a bad screen, and he'll pick up his second foul, and Neoga turns it over for the first time of the half.
So a minute and a half into the second half, and not a lot as far as offense.
Nope.
Still 22-15. Dieterich working it around the perimeter. Hartke works it to Booty on the right side. Booty out top to Britton. Top of the key three. Good. Pete Britton has his 6th point of the ball game, and it makes it 25-15. The lead back up to 10. Dieterich led by as many as 11 in this contest. Neoga has it left side with McClure. Goes to the baseline. Double team. Cut off. Sends it to Moore. Now to the post to Roy. He got a pass out of trouble somehow to Moore, and as he made that pass, he was fouled.
And he caught that one on the block, and he had Derek Kuhl and Cole Nieberge double-teaming him. And it's going to be Kuhl that picks up the foul. Either way, it was going to be somebody's, it could have been Nieberge's first. Instead, it's Kuhl's third, and he's going to take a seat.
And back into the lineup is Mr. Andrew Leidy, the 6-foot sophomore. And now we've got a little perspiration that they're going to take care of on the court.
That's a significant foul because Kuhl is the leading scorer for Dieterich with 7 points, and so he's going to have to, you would think, have to be out of the game for a little while. You'll go see if they can take advantage of that situation. Again, he and Nieberge were both in the neighborhood whenever Roy caught that pass on the block, but it was Kuhl who ended up being whistled for the foul.
2 minutes gone in the second half of action. Inbounds goes in the corner to McClure. They cover him up quickly. Now into Roy. Roy was surprisingly open in the lane when he made the catch. And collapsed on him and commit the foul.
I think he was, caught a little off guard by how much space he did have. Pete Britton got over late to cover that up, and that's going to be a tough one for him. I had Pete down for 2 fouls already. They're still showing 2 on the board for him, though.
Well, one board has 2 and the other has 3, and I would agree with you. Now 3 is on the board for him as far as fouls. And meanwhile, Trevor Roy hits the first of 2 free throws, and he has his 5th point of the night. Next one's up. It's off the side of the rim, no good, but the rebound tracked down by Chase Banning. He gets it out top to Roy to McClure, and Neoga again will try to chop into the deficit. McClure crosses over from the top of the key, drives for the shot, no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, he just took Andrew Leidy off the dribble, and Leidy, who, was beat by the crossover, just holding on for dear life, picks up his foul, and his first foul, and that's 4 for Dieterich, though. 2 minutes and 12 seconds into this half, and they've already got 4 team fouls. Neoga, maybe finding something that works for them.
A.C. McClure's free throw is up again. He has his 2nd point of the ball game as Gebhardt comes into the ball game, and was that Leidy who sat down? I believe so.
Yes.
Meanwhile, McClure's free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Bryce Booty. He's bringing it up court. Gets across the timeline, finds Hartke on the left side. Hartke around one man, tries to make a pass down low. It's knocked loose. The ball's on the floor. Somehow Nieberge came up with it in the wild scramble, and Dieterich says, let's take a timeout to settle things down. 5:33 on the third quarter clock. It's Dieterich 25, Neoga 17. High school basketball in the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Settle things down for Dieterich.
Yeah, Dieterich coming up with a loose ball, and I think that Coach Crumweedy just decided to burn 30 seconds to make sure he saved this possession as Neoga, has gotten back within 8.
Gebhardt catches on the wing, loads up for a 3. Shot is off the mark. Rebound contested. Banning had inside position, and Cole Nieberge came up from behind and got called for the push.
That is Nieberge's first, but again, the fouls piling up for Dieterich, 5 already. And Neoga's going to get some chances at the free throw line in this game, you would think. So it's going to be a big deal how they, what they do with those opportunities when they come.
Neither team plays an extremely deep bench, so foul's a big part of it. If Neoga keeps attacking, we'll see, though, as they spread the court with their 5-out offense. McClure has it on the wing to Roy, top of the key. He backs into the lane, gets it on the side. 3 on the way, no good, as the shot from Titus came up short. Rebound taken down by Britton, and then Britton tasseled in backcourt, and there's a Neoga foul.
Yeah, so it's Neoga's turn to get a cheap one away from the basket, and that's going to be Trenton Moore, and that's a tough one for him. Nobody besides Trenton had multiple fouls in this game, but that is his third, and so he's going to have to take a seat as Adam Faraday comes into the game.
5'11 junior replaces Moore, the 6'1 senior, as Dieterich brings it the length of the court. 3 minutes played here in the third quarter. 25-17, and obviously a low-scoring contest. Britton takes it to the right baseline, spins, gets it back out top to Gephardt. They circle it to Booty. Booty looking for the post. That's Hartke. The pass was tipped out of bounds off of McClure, and it'll stay with Dieterich along the baseline.
I thought they might just say that McClure kicked it, as he did definitely throw a foot at it, but apparently also got it with his hand. Either way, Dieterich maintains possession.
Cole Nieberge triggers the inbounds to Hartke. Right back to Nieberge for a three from the corner. The shot's way off the mark. Booty couldn't handle the rebound, and Faraday grabs it on the weak side. So here's Neoga again with a chance to make it a 6, maybe 5-point ball game. Roy from the top of the key looks on the side for McClure. Three, good. Pacey McClure's first made field goal of the night makes it that 5-point game, 25-20.
Yeah, the defense just followed Roy over to the other wing, and he threw it back behind him. McClure all kinds of time to get that three up.
Britton backs out, now takes it to the right wing, gets it out top to Nieberge. They swing it around to Booty, now to Gephardt in the corner. Back out top to Booty. Again to Pete Britton. Now they go to Nieberge, back to Britton out top. They send it to Gephardt on the wing. Now inside, Hartke's posting up, and he's stripped of the ball by Roy. Roy picks it up, drives for the basket, crosses over, gets the layup, and it goes. Taking advantage of the second turnover for Dieterich this quarter, and now it's a 3-point game, 25-22. Dieterich working it around the perimeter as Booty has it on the left wing, out top to Gephardt. Thought about a three, but covered up quickly, so he got it to Booty. Booty to Britton, and Britton sets from the center circle. 3:33 on the third quarter clock. It's number 3, Bryce Booty, has it on the wing. Sends it out top to Hartke. Hartke over on the wing to Britton, now to Booty, to Hartke on the right side. He's holding it at the 3-point arc. Sends it back out top to Britton. Britton made a pass to Booty, and there's an illegal screen set inside as they were trying to free up Bryce Booty.
Corey Gephardt, the guilty party there. So the third Dieterich turnover is also their 6th team foul. Neoga going to be in the bonus for the last 11 minutes and 15 seconds of this ball game.
And it looks like Derek Poole is coming back onto the court, and he replaces Gephardt. So Neoga could get within one, maybe even tie this trip. 3:05 to play in the third quarter as McClure crosses over, drives into the lane, shot knocked away from behind. They've got a foul whistled, and McClure will head back to the free throw line as Neoga's found a way to drive to the basket.
Yeah, McClure in particular has been attacking the basket a little bit better. He gets Bryce Booty with his third. And McClure, he's not tall, but he likes to go in there and then get his back to the defense and throw that shot up there. Again, the free throw doesn't go, but he's able to get to the basket and get shots up and draw some fouls. He's done it well in the third quarter.
Teammates come to encourage the sophomore after the miss. He'll put this one up, and it's good. So Pacey has 6 now in the ball game, makes it 25-23. Neoga's pulled within 2, and that's as close as they've been since the end of the first quarter. Dieterich crosses the timeline. Booty works it to the right side. Now gets all the way underneath, put up a shot. It was good. You could hear the slap as Booty was able to finish, and he'll try to complete the 3-point play at the line.
So a nice move to the basket, aggressive play from Booty, who had previously only taken a couple of jump shots, but there he gets one to go. The foul belongs to Chase Banning, his first.
Free throw on the way. It's good. He has 6 now in the ball game, does Bryce Booty, and it's a 26-23 advantage for Dieterich. Dieterich goes to a zone. It's a 1-2-2. Different look here for the moving Maroons. Neoga working it around the perimeter. They've got Roy flashing in the middle with 4 players out. Handling it now is McClure. They get it on up top to Titus. Back to McClure. 3 from the wing is short. Bounces around. Banning knifes in and grabs the rebound. Got it back out to Titus, and the Indians reset the offense. That was a good weak side rebound there by Banning. Meanwhile, Faraday has it in the corner. Tries to drive, was cut off, has picked up his dribble. Now looks to Roy, who's posting up, spins in the lane, forces up a shot, and it rolls off. No good. Rebound taken down by Derek Poole, and here comes Dieterich walking it up the court, leading by 5. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Out top with it is Hartke. He bounces it high post for Poole. Poole makes a move, picks up his dribble now as he got towards the baseline, leaves it with Cole Niebrugge. He'll fire a three, and he hit. Cole Niebrugge leads all scorers with 8 points now as he knocked down that three-pointer. And Dieterich's back ahead, 31-23.
So Neoga gets within 2, and then Dieterich back-to-back three-point trips down the floor.
Neoga working it around the perimeter, trailing by 8 with a minute and a half on the third quarter clock. Into Roy, out to McClure. He buries a three.
That was a sweet little touch pass as McClure threw a lob into Roy, and Roy just tipped it right back out to him for the open three-pointer.
McClure were kind of reset just enough. The defense didn't follow him, and he buried it. 31-26 to score with a minute 10 on the clock here in the third quarter. Britton breaks down the defense, drives in the lane, squirms between two, and Pete Britton put that up and in.
That's a nice move, and Pete, not the tallest kid out there, goes in among the trees and gets one to go.
So he has 8 now in the ball game. Neoga with a minute on the clock. Lob inside for Roy at the high post again. Back to the basket. Spins, gets it to the baseline. Faking a three was Banning. He lost the handle on the way up and is called for a step as he came back down with the ball.
Yeah, came up with his own loose ball. Can't do that. It's Neoga's second turnover. Only their 6th of the game.
45 seconds to play in the third quarter. 33-26. Hartke's going to walk it across the timeline after Britton handed it to him. He's being hassled out there by Fearday. Hartke takes it to the right side, gets the top of the key. Niebrugge. Niebrugge has it knocked loose by Banning. It goes into backcourt. They're diving after it. Oh, and they call Banning for a foul.
Yeah, Banning, the initial knockaway was fine, but got a little too aggressive going after that loose ball. He just didn't have a clear line to the ball. Tried to make his own line to the ball, and instead gets whistled for his second foul. That's 4 for the Indians.
So with 31.7 seconds left to play, Dieterich will inbounds in backcourt. Neoga's going to apply a little full-court pressure. Cole Niebrugge comes up to make the catch. Hands it back to Bryce Booty. Booty working around the defender, gets hassled and fouled.
So Neoga getting just a little too tense out there. Need to get a little bit more under control as Pacey McClure picked up the ball, the foul away from the basket there, and that's his second.
Yeah, 5th team foul for them, 7 for Dieterich. 12 team fouls here in the third quarter. That's a lot. Hartke's looking to get it inbounds. Finds Poole. He's in the right corner. Double team, bounces it to Hartke. Hartke into the lane, puts up a shot. Got it to go. That was not easy as Neoga was right there, but Hartke finished for his 6th point, makes it 35-26, a 9-point edge. Neoga with the ball and 8 seconds to play in the quarter. McClure in the center circle, gets the screen, takes it to the right side. Out to Roy, no, pass is stolen. Poole with the steal, drives for the layup, got it ahead of the buzzer, and the third quarter comes to a close with Derek Poole scoring his 9th point of the ball game, and Dieterich matching their largest lead of the contest. It's now 37-26 as the Maroons are up by 11. You're listening to the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament third place game on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
Major engine overhaul, our trained technicians know the importance of fixing it right the first time and at a reasonable cost. Trust your vehicle to the award-winning service team at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or make your appointment online 24/7 at danheck.com. We appreciate your business.
Neoga ball after Dieterich pushed the lead back to 11 after Neoga had cut it down to 2. Neoga's Roy looks inside. Fearday posting up, turns, hooks the shot up and in. Adam Fearday makes it 37-28 with 7:43 on the fourth quarter clock.
That picked a good time to take his first shot of the game.
Meanwhile, Booty's trying to drive inside the lane, and a foul is whistled. They knocked the ball away, but the official said they did it with a foul.
Yeah, that was Fearday who knocked the ball free, but apparently a little too much contact there, so he picks up his third foul. That's 16 fouls for Neoga, so both teams in the bonus from here on out.
Yeah, any non-offensive foul is going to send someone to the free throw line. Inbounds and backcourt to Britton. Britton works it up with a pass to Hartke on the right wing. Now out top, they swing it back to Britton left side. Britton working a little screen and roll with Niebrigi. He's double-teamed on the baseline and sends it out to Booty. Booty, matched up with McClure, has picked up his dribble, but to the rescue is Cole Niebrigi out top to Blake Kuhl. Now he catches it at the free throw line, drives to the basket, and his move results in a foul against Neoga as he was trying to put a shot up.
It's going to be Fearday again going in to challenge the shot, unless there was something else going on down low I didn't see. And nope, that's going to be 4 for Adam Fearday.
Free throw on the way for Kuhl. The first of 2 is up and good. So Derek Kuhl has his 10th point of the ball game. He leads all scorers and is the first player to reach double figures. Next one up, it's good again. So Kuhl with 11 makes it 39-28, back to that 11-point edge, matching the largest lead that Dieterich's had a few times today. McClure across the timeline, looks on the side to Titus. Titus bounces it out top for Fearday, gets it to McClure right side. Back out top to Banning, over to Roy. Roy behind the little Banning screen, brings it to the top of the key. Now leaves it with Titus. Titus works to the free throw line, out top to Banning, over to McClure. McClure to the top of the key, now switches hands, gets into the lane where little runner is good. Casey McClure has 11 for Neoga, makes it 39-30. Neoga back within 9. 6:35 on the clock as Booty crosses the timeline. Looked out top for Kuhl. Roy, though, read it, gets the steal, drives to the layup. He got it as he's fouled. Trevor Roy with 9, looking to make it 10 at the line, and more importantly, looking to get his club back within 6 with 6:28 on the clock.
Well, every time you think that Neoga's dead in the water, they come up with a little run here to show you that there's still some breath in their lungs, and that time it's Roy coming away with a steal and going down the length of the floor, drawing the 4th foul on Derek Kuhl and getting himself a chance for a 3-point play.
So Kuhl will check out of the ball game, and in for the first time, I do believe, is Jack Westendorf, 6'4" junior, wearing number 44 for Dieterich. Meanwhile, Roy sinks the free throw, so he's now in double figures with 10, and it's a 6-point game again, 39-33. Dieterich gets it to Britton to set the offense from the center circle. The freshman bounces it high post for Cole Niebrigi. Niebrigi takes it to the left wing and hands it to Britton. Britton works a little screen and roll with Niebrigi, and Britton backs it out to the top of the key. Now gets another screen for Niebrigi, and now Banning knocked the ball loose. Looked like he got a lot of Britton, but no call there.
Banning is real lucky he didn't get a foul call against him there. I mean, he was playing some pretty solid defense, but then when he tried to knock the ball away, got a little too much of him, but no foul called.
Dieterich looking, gets it inbound to Westendorf. He hands it right back to Colin Hartke. He fell down in the lane, but got a pass away to Booty before any sort of a violation. Booty works to the top of the key, gets it to Britton, now baseline to Niebrigi, back out to Britton. Britton, high post Westendorf, right back to Britton. He drives baseline, stumbles, has to force up a shot, but he got his own rebound. He had to force up a shot to avoid travel, and then stuck with it as it was batted around and gets it back for Dieterich. So they reset the offense. Hartke on the right wing, sends it back out top to Booty. Booty takes it to the left wing. He goes left baseline, cut off. Now sends it back out top to Britton. Britton backs out to the center circle. Dieterich's had the ball quite a while here in this possession. They're working it around the perimeter. Westendorf catches top of the key. Hands it to Cole Niebrigi for 3. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Neoga tracks down the rebound, and Trenton Moore has it. Hands it off to McClure. McClure walks it up court with 5 minutes to play. Neoga trailing by 6. They have the ball with Banning in the corner, and he was going to make a pass, then it slipped out of his hand, and he's called for a double dribble.
Tough time for Neoga's first turnover of the quarter. It's, I don't know if he looked up and who he wanted to throw to just wasn't looking, or if the ball slipped out of his hands, but clearly just things went a little sideways for him, and Dieterich will get the ball back.
They do bring Derek Kuhl back into the ball game, so 4 fouls in all. He's out there with 5 minutes to play. Dieterich with the ball on a 6-point edge. Britton in backcourt being hassled, but he dribbles through it, takes it all the way down to the left corner, and drives the baseline, draws a double team again, looks out for Kuhl. Kuhl brings it back out top to Colin Hartke, and he'll set the offense from the center circle. Works, backs into the top of the key. There's a backdoor cut to Neoga, but coming over to swat the shot away was Roy as he worked from the weak side, and that was a great recovery by Neoga.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a back cut and an open layup, but good
Moore
recovery.
got it.
Yeah,
Moore got the block shot.
21.
Yep, Moore got the block shot. Meanwhile, inbounds to Booty. He backs up for a three from the corner. It's no good. Rebound, Moore again. He brings it up court, but there's nothing but Maroons with him, so he backs it out and leaves it with Banning now to Roy. Roy holds, waits for McClure to come get it over on the right side. Way out there, though. He moves to the center circle, now goes left side. Booty right there with him. They get it to Banning, around to Titus. Nick holds on the right wing. Backs it out. Now we'll try to attack again. Leaves it with Roy. Roy from the top of the key goes to Moore. Now corner to Titus. Titus brings it out to the left wing. Looks in for Moore posting up. Splits the defense. Jump stop. And he's pushed on his way to the basket. So Trevor Moore will head to the line. Or Trenton Moore, rather, will head to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity.
Yeah, Trevor's his big brother.
Right.
And Trevor's his teammate. I ran into that problem a few times the last time we had a Neoga game.
So Trenton Moore, 6'1 senior at the line. Oh, that's another big foul for Dieterich.
Yeah, Pete Britton's fourth.
Meanwhile, the first of the 1-and-1 is good for Trenton Moore. So here's Neoga continuing to chop into the lead. It's 39-34, and there's a timeout for Neoga, I do believe. Full timeout with 3:57 to play in the fourth quarter. It's Dieterich 39, Neoga 34. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
One more free throw coming up after the timeout for Neoga. Trenton Moore back to the free throw line. Just about halfway through this fourth quarter in a 39-34 contest.
Yeah, Moore made the front end of this one in bonus here. See what he can do with the second. That one was off from the start.
Banning knifes in there to knock the rebound around, and apparently it's on the other end of the court. It was off of one of the moving Maroons.
So his free throw was off, but Neoga will keep possession. We'll see if they can make some hay out of that.
They're trying to get the ball inbounds. They have to lob it to Moore out on the wing. Poole right there, but Moore makes the catch and hands it off to Roy. Now to McClure from the top of the key. He and Britton square off. McClure is going to pass it over to Moore. Lobs it baseline to Roy. Roy double team, sends it out to Banning. Or no, Titus. He'll hand it to McClure. McClure around the screen, drives into the lane, draws contact, but nope, it's going to be a charge whistled on Pacey McClure.
Yeah, Derek Kuhl was in there, and McClure just not under control is basically what it comes down to, kind of a bull in a china shop there. So he picks up his third foul, Neoga's second turnover.
So 3:35 to play in the contest. Dieterich with the ball in the 5-point lead. Handling him backcourt is Colin Hartke. He'll bring it up against Roy. Hartke crosses the timeline as Britton comes to get it out top. Neoga in the man-to-man. They go to Hartke right wing. Hartke out top to Niebrigi. Over to Booty left side. Booty, top of the key, Britton. Britton thought about a drive. Instead steps back and resets the offense. Freshman goes over on the side to Niebrigi. Looks in there, nothing doing. Instead bounces it to Hartke. Tough pass for Hartke to handle. And as he grabs a hold of it, Dieterich takes the timeout. So with 3:05 to play in the fourth quarter, it's 39-34 in favor of Dieterich over Neoga in the third place game of the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Carol Jean Campbell watching from Leesburg, Florida. She says go Maroons here in the last 3:05 of this ball game, but it's a tight one. Dieterich leads 39-34. They've led the whole game by as many as 11, but Neoga just won't go away.
Well, and Dieterich has yet to score a field goal in this fourth quarter. A couple of free throws is all the Maroons have been able to muster, but, Neoga with 8 points. In this quarter, they still got a little ways to go.
Boy, there's a miscommunication by Dieterich.
Boy.
Cool wasn't ready for the pass. Moore had it bounce off of him, though, out of bounds to Dieterich.
Moore tried to let it go, and he was pleading his case to the official saying, I didn't touch it as it went past me, but apparently it did. So the Maroons will keep it under their own basket.
They catch a break. They throw it out top to Nieberge, to Harkey, now to Cool underneath. He's bumped on the shot attempt, and a foul is upcoming as the shot didn't go underneath, but Cool comes to the free throw line.
Good cut and a nice find from Harkey. Good pass entry into the post, and that foul was Trent Moore's fourth.
Couple of free throws here. First is up and good. So Derek Cool has 12 in the ball game. Makes it 40-34, back to the 6-point edge. Cool's next is up and good. So he has 13 points, and he's played for a while with those 4 fouls. Meanwhile, Neoga runs it up court. They have it with Roy on the right side. Cole Nieberge's done a pretty good job on him for the most part. Working it around the perimeter. There's Titus trying to attack on the baseline. Leaves it with Banning in the corner. Out to Moore. Moore will drive into the lane. Now kicks it in the corner. 3 on the way. Off the heel of the rim. No good for Titus. Rebound taken down by Dieterich and Cole Nieberge. Got it to Britton, ahead to Cool. Spins, leans in, shot up, no good. Moore was trying to draw a charge, no call made, and Neoga grabs the rebound.
I think it's a good no call.
McClure brings it up the side, now leaves it with Moore, top of the key, drives into the lane, got it to Roy on the right side. Roy skips it across to Titus. Titus out top to Roy, fakes the 3, drives, spins, leans in, left side shot off the glass is good. Trevor Roy with 12 makes it 41-36, a 5-point game, 2 minutes to play. Pacey McClure hassling Booty in backcourt. Booty now double teamed, and there comes a foul. And it'll be a couple of free throws on the way for Bryce Booty.
Yeah, because that's a double bonus. And so Trevor Roy picking up his third foul, but more importantly, a couple of free throws for Booty coming up. He's made the only one he's taken in this game.
So, big free throws here in a 5-point ball game. Bryce Booty's first of 2 is up and nothing but net.
Now,
so he has 7 now in the ball game. Makes it 42-36. Next one on the way. It's good as well. Booty with 8 makes it 43-36. Neoga has got to be in a little bit of a hurry now with 1:50 on the clock. McClure sends it on the left side to Titus. Titus back to McClure, left wing. McClure steps back from the defender, loads up for 3, and he buries it. What a big bucket for Pacey McClure and the Neoga Indians to pull them within 4. 1:37 on the clock, and Neoga takes a 30-second timeout. We will as well from the third-place game of the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Minute 37 left in the ball game. 43-39. Neoga has pulled themselves back within 4.
Yeah, big three-pointer from McClure right into that timeout. So now Neoga going to set up some pressure in the full court, see if they can force a turnover here.
Inbounds goes to Colin Harkey in backcourt, matched up with Roy. He brings it towards the timeline, splits the defense, gets into the lane, leaves it with Booty. Shot off the glass is good. Bryce Booty with 10 as Dieterich broke down the full court press of Neoga. Now Roy works from the top of the key, gets to the free throw line, spins, hands it off to Titus, now to McClure. He's back towards the center circle, works to the right wing, steps back for another three. This one's off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and then off the rim again, no good. Rebound no more, clears it to Banning, skip for a three, shot no good. This rebound again Moore, as Titus pulled the trigger on that three, but Moore's keeping it alive. They hand it to McClure out top. McClure from the right side drives in now, gets to the basket before the shot. It'll be a couple of free throws, though, as that's the 10th against Neoga. Or, excuse me, Dieterich.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if the foul was on the floor during the shot. Doesn't matter because it's 10 team fouls. The infraction does go against Colin Harkey, his third. So, you know, McClure's hit some big free throws already in this tournament, and he's got another trip here.
Yeah, he knocked down 3 free throws to give him the win with about, well, there wasn't much time.
4.5 seconds, yeah.
Now he hits the front end there. He's got another one. Neoga makes a substitution. Free throw up for McClure is good. So he has 16 in the ball game. Fearday's back in there. Inbounds to Harkey, matched up with Roy. Roy's going to pressure him in backcourt. Now he backs off a little bit as Harkey brings it across the timeline, over on the right side, down to the baseline, out top to Booty. 40 seconds left, 4-point game. Booty circles to the left side. They get it to Britton. He tries to go inside. The pass is picked off by Roy. He's bringing it up the right side. Leans in. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebounds loose, and Britton comes up with it. He has the ball knocked away, and a technical foul is whistled against Snow, Coach Snow of Neoga.
Yeah, you know, Trevor Roy driving to the basket, looking for the contact, got the contact. There was no call. And when that happened, Andrew let them know what he thought about it. But the timing of it, unfortunately for Neoga, with 24.5 seconds to go, a lead stretching from 4 to 6 points could be huge, not to mention that Dieterich's going to maintain possession.
So they send Derek Kuhl to the free throw line. He rattles the first one home. He has 14 now in the ball game, makes it 46-41, and he'll have another attempt, and then, like you say, it'll be Dieterich ball.
He's 5 for 5 at the free throw line here in this fourth quarter.
And you can make it 6 for 6, as that one was right through the bottom of the net. I have him with 15 in the ball game. That makes it 47-41, a 6-point edge for Dieterich, and they have the ball to inbounds at the timeline. Neoga's picking up in a full court man-to-man. As the inbound is lobbed ahead for Niebrugge. He goes in for a shot. He's hammered by Banning. But Banning made sure Niebrugge didn't get the ball above the rim, and that's what you do in that play when you're caught behind.
That's the thing. It's a hard foul, but it's not malicious. It's just a matter of you cannot let him get that shot up. You absolutely can't let them have a three-point play here. And if things go well for you, maybe a free throw or two get missed here.
And the first one is off the side of the rim, no good for Cole Niebrugge. But he has another, and his team's up by 6. And now Neoga takes a timeout. Be a 60-second break with 21.8 seconds on the clock. 47-41. Dieterich leads Neoga at the NTC tournament in the third-place game on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Neoga took the timeout. They want to get things set for their offense after this free throw upcoming for Dieterich. It's a 2-possession game as it stands. Dieterich can make it a 3-possession game if Niebrugge can hit the second free throw here.
Yeah, Niebrugge missed the first one, so if he can make it a 7-point game, obviously that's a big deal for Dieterich. For Neoga, you're hoping he misses it, but you still got an awful lot of work to do. You got to go down, hit a quick shot, and then you got to foul and hope for more missed free throws. A lot's going to have to go your way if you're going to make up this 6-point deficit. 21.8 seconds to go.
Nieberge's free throw on the way, off the rim, battled around, no good. Rebound taken by Banning. He hands it to McClure. Neoga is just trotting it up court. McClure to the top of the key, loads up for a three. It's blocked. Booty blocked it. Loose ball rebound taken out of the air by Dieterich. Colin Harkey, he's fouled in backcourt. And with 9.4 seconds to play, you would think this thing's pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, you didn't see a lot of urgency there, and then the shot was forced. No room for McClure to get it off. Booty easily swats that one, or at least affects it. And down on the other end, it's going to be a couple more free throws for Dieterich. And also, by the way, just the fourth foul for Adam Fairday for Neoga.
Free throw is up and good. Colin Harkey has his 7th point of the night. Makes it 48-41, and there's that 3-possession game now. Harkey takes his time after a few dribbles, puts this one off the side of the rim, no good. Roy a rebound, brings it up the left side, squares up for a three, no good. Rebound controlled by Harkey, and that's going to do it. Final score in a hard-fought third-place game. Dieterich gets the victory, 48-41 over Neoga, and they will claim the third-place title here at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. Dieterich improves to 16-7. Neoga falls to 15-9 on the campaign. Well, we'll take a break, come back with the post-game show. Dustin Stats will chat with the coaches and get you set for tonight's championship game at 7:30 featuring St. Anthony and Altamont. We'll go on the air around 7:15 tonight with the pregame show. Again, final score in the third-place game, Dieterich 48, Neoga 41. NTC tournament action on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois postgame show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
Final score in the third-place game, the Dieterich Moving Maroons pick up the 48-41 victory over Neoga. Dieterich got out early and led the entire ball game, led by 11 points a few different times throughout the game, but Neoga would never go away. They kept battling back, made it a game, but ultimately a victory for Dieterich. Again, they are 16-7 on the campaign. Neoga now 15-9. Very balanced scoring throughout the contest. Derek Kuhl with 15 points led Dieterich. 10 for Bryce Booty, 8 apiece for Pete Britton and Cole Nieberge, and Colin Harkey finished with 7 points for the victors. Corey Gebhardt, Jack Westendorf, and Andrew Leidy all played as well for Dieterich in this one. For the Neoga Indians, Pacey McClure finished with 16. Trevor Roy added 12. 6 points for Nick Titus, 5 for Trenton Moore. Adam Fearday had 2 points off the bench. Chase Banning, Luke Romack, they both played in this one for Neoga as well, as they suffer the loss to Dieterich here by a score of 48-41. So let's let you know what else happened earlier today here at the tournament. In the 7th and 8th place game, it was a victory for St. Elmo Brownstown over Windsor Sioux Straws, 49-29. The consolation championship went to South Central, 73-57 over North Clay. And then again here in the third place game, congratulations to the Dieterich Moving Maroons. They pick up the 48-41 victory over Neoga. Still tonight, the championship game between St. Anthony and Altamont. In the doors, I believe, open at 6:45. We'll have our pregame show here from Altamont around 7:15, and the tip-off for the championship game at 7:30 tonight. Again, St. Anthony and Altamont. St. Anthony looking for their fourth NTC title in a row. The last time they did that was in the 50s, 55, 56, 57, 58. St. Anthony has a chance to win 4 in a row if they can get the victory tonight. Altamont looking for their first NTC championship since they won it in 2014. And Altamont also won in 1990 prior to that. And they won the first couple in 35 and 36, again in 41. And it was quite a drought then for the Indians until 1990 when they claimed the title, and then again in 2014. So again, it's Altamont and St. Anthony in the championship game tonight. And our coverage begins around 7:15 with the pregame show here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. If you can make it to the gym, do so. There's tickets still available, is my understanding. And this gym holds a lot of folks, and it'll be fun with the big crowd here from St. Anthony and Altamont. It's a great atmosphere for a high school basketball game. Make sure you check it out if you get the chance. Dustin's been working on some post-game stats. We'll see if we can track down the coaches as well after this one as we work our way through the post-game show here from the third-place game where it was a victory for Dieterich, 48-41 on 97.9 XFM.
Farm Credit has been serving agriculture for over...
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Nemours Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Nemours Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
29. Justin says he's ready with some stats, so let's send it over to Mr. White.
All right. For the game, Neoga ended up shooting 35.3% from the field. The Indians 12 out of 34 from the field. Indians 12 out of 17, 70.6% on their free throws this afternoon, and 5 for 15. That's one-third of their three-pointers, 33.3%. For Dieterich, they're pretty consistent. They were 42% shooting at halftime. They ended up at 44.1% for the game, 15 of 34 for the Moving Maroons. They were good at the free throw line as well, 13 out of 17, 76.5%. And real strong from beyond the arc, 5 out of 10, and even 50% on those three-pointers. The turnovers, they were even at halftime. They were even at the end of the game, 9 apiece. And the rebounding margin closed up a little bit as Dieterich ended up with a 25-19 edge on the glass. Remember, it was 16-6 in their favor at the break. Neoga rebounded a little bit better in the second half, but Dieterich still did have the edge on the glass for the game. Let's take a look at individual statistics for Neoga. 16 points led the way for Pacey McClure. He was 4 out of 9 from the field, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. And remember, Pacey had a single point at halftime, but scored 15 in the second half for the Indians as he tried to keep them in the game, tried to get them back into it, and they did get back into it, but couldn't quite get it done. So his 16 points, in fact, led all scorers today. Trevor Roy got into double figures as well for the Indians, 12 points on 4 of 11 shooting. He was 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of blocked shots. 6 points for Nick Titus, all of that before halftime. He ended up 2 of 7 from the field for the game, including 2 of 5 from three-point range with a couple of rebounds. 5 points for Trenton Moore, 1 for 2 from the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds and an assist for him. He also took a charge and blocked a shot. 2 points for Adam Fearday. He made the only shot he took in this game. And then you had Chase Banning. Never did find his way into the scoring column today as he was 0 for 4 from the field. He did have 4 rebounds. And then Luke Romack saw a little bit of first half action, but not enough to ever take a shot. He never did make an attempt. So those are the 7 guys who saw action for Neoga. For Dieterich, a couple of double-figure scores. But again, you talked about balanced scoring before the game, and it was balanced scoring for the Maroons in this one as well. Derek Kuhl had 15 points, 7 in the first half, 8 in the second half. He was 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter, 4 of 6 from the field for the game. So a nice effort for Derek, 16 points, 3 rebounds, and he also took a charge in this game. Then he had 10 points for Bryce Booty, 3 of 5 from the field, including a three-pointer. He was 3 for 3 at the free throw line, also had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. 8 points apiece for Pete Britton and Cole Nieberge. Britton was 3 of 7 from the field and also had a half dozen rebounds and an assist. Cole Nieberge also 3 for 9 from the field, 1 for 4 at the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds as well and also dished out an assist. And then 7 points for Colin Hartke, 2 for 6 from the field, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line with 5 rebounds. So yeah, the starting lineup for Dieterich had 15, 10, 8, 8, and 7. That's a nice little well-rounded stat line for their starters. And then some other guys got in. Andrew Leidy played some. He never did attempt a shot. Corey Gephardt was 0 for 1 from the field in his time on the floor. And then Jack Westendorf saw just a little bit of action, but not enough for him to ever put up a shot. Again, it's Dieterich with a 48-41 win. They claim third place at this 85th National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. They improved to 16-7 on the season. Neoga falls to 15-9. And I know for Neoga, it doesn't get any easier after this tournament ends. After beating North Clay by 1 point in the opening round of this tournament, they're going to turn around and play that team again next week. So, the fun doesn't stop for a little while. But good effort from both teams today. Neoga just found itself down early, Matt, and they never could quite climb back up to the tie or take the lead.
Yeah, it was a good, like you said, a good effort, good game from both of these ball clubs, with Dieterich taking the advantage early, and we see both coaches are making their way to the booth as looks like the race is won as Josh Crumwitty is going to be nice enough to slip on the headsets first as both coaches kind of arrived at the same time. And, Coach, congratulations on what turned out to be a very hard-fought victory.
Thank you. We really needed that one. Feels a lot better.
It was a very balanced attack from your ball club throughout the contest. Derek Kuhl wound up leading your club in points with 15, but 10 from Booty, Britton, and Nieberge 8, Colin Hartke 7. I mean, it's one of those things where everybody's a weapon for your club.
Well, we talked so much last night about Pete's game, and rightfully so. He really stepped up and gave us a chance to win that big game last night. And today we knew with the way that Neoga has been playing that it was going to be a grind-out type of game. And we got up 22-11 at one point, and they went on a 4-0 run to end the quarter there. In about 3 minutes, we didn't score. So their defense made it extremely difficult for us today, and I think that's probably why you see some of the scattered scoring for us. They scouted us really well, and we had to have other guys step up. Bryce Booty, after not having a very good offensive tournament so far, playing really good defense, he stepped up and scored some big buckets for us, taking the ball to the hoop and making some free throws at the end.
A lot more to it than points, though. Good, solid defense and an effort all around. And really getting on the boards will pay dividends for the Maroons today.
Yeah, I don't know what the numbers were. We obviously take pride in our rebounding. Late in the game, though, ironically, Neoga had the ball, and we kept talking about how we need one or two more stops. And you can force Neoga to take a tough shot, and they can miss, but none of it really matters if you continue to let them get offensive rebounds and restart their possession. So that was one of the things that was frustrating at the end. But other than that possession and a couple others, we really take pride in our rebounding, and it usually shows up every night.
So all in all, throughout the week, your club picks up a couple of victories throughout this week and finishes with a win on a high note in the third-place game. What do you hope your club takes away from this tournament heading on into the rest of the regular season?
I've heard a lot of coaches talk up here, about what they wanted to accomplish in this tournament, and it's a very tough tournament. Everybody knows that. There's a lot of teams that can beat a lot of teams on any given night. When you look at what we've done in the tournament, we battled with a team that's in the championship. We beat a good Neoga team with a lot of wins and really playing well, and we beat a pretty good South Central team earlier in the week. So that won today against a good North Clay team. So we have a tough week ahead. It's just keep pushing on, keep looking at what's next. We had a good week. I was happy. I'm proud of the guys for being able to take a trophy home. We were unable to do that last year. We lost this third-place game last year. But St. Elmo Tuesday and North Clay Friday, it doesn't get any easier. Those are two pretty tough conference games. And, hopefully the kids continue to keep grinding and not allow themselves to get tired of basketball this time of year, which I think for 16, 17, 18-year-olds, it's pretty easy to do after this has been a huge part of your life for so many months.
Yeah, and you come down to the stretch of the season, and like you say, the conference tournament's tough, but the regular season in the conference is tough as well, and your club will have to finish strong in order to kind of get yourself set up for the postseason, which is just around the corner.
Yeah, and, with the regional being at Altamont or Red Hill for us, we know that it's going to be very challenging, and, we just got to find a way, like I said, we got to find a way to finish the season strong, and at 16-7 right now, overall, I'm pretty happy. Of course, every coach is going to have a couple games here and there they wish they had back. But right now, and what coaches always say is, and it's true, you got to be playing better at the end of the year. And some teams peak at different times, and we hope that the Moving Maroons are peaking right now, right at February 1st, leading a couple weeks into the regional.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on the victory and a fine NTC tournament week for your Dieterich Moving Maroons. And we look forward to seeing the Maroons throughout the rest of the year.
All right. Thanks for covering us this week. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Coach Josh Crumweedy, nice enough to be with us after the ball game as his Dieterich Moving Maroons picked up the victory. Also, head coach Andrew Snow of the Neoga Indians has been patiently waiting as Coach Snow is always gracious with his time as well as all the coaches have been throughout this entire NTC week. And no way around it, Coach. This was a tough one. Your Neoga Indians got down early, but, man, they kept fighting back and never gave up on the contest.
Yeah, no, that's those kids. You never feel out of a game coaching these guys. I mean, regardless of good start, bad starts, we get down early. They're going to claw their way back. They're going to find another gear to get into, and that's credit to them. I mean, they don't quit on each other. They don't quit on this team, and, I was definitely, obviously, we were frustrated with our slow start, but proud of our effort to get back into it.
And you talk about the effort against the bigger Dieterich club. There's no way around it, especially with a couple of key guys in the post. And they did have a rebounding edge, especially early. But late in the game, your kids, like I said, kept fighting and even that rebounding up some and even gave yourself a couple of opportunities on the offensive end with some big boards.
Yeah, no, I think Chase Banning had quite a few offensive rebounds just off free throws alone. And, he stepped up big. But rebounding was obviously a huge topic yesterday in practice. Dieterich's probably, if not one of the best rebounding teams in our conference. So, yeah, early, that was part of that slow start, was giving up offensive boards, and guys buckled down there late, and when we really needed them, I was proud of our rebounding effort for the most part.
I get impressed with when I watch players who are so talented, gifted athletically, but also Trevor Roy, he scored 12 points today, and I said off the air, I said he might need to be a little more aggressive here coming at the end, but they're always double teaming him. They're always doing things, and he is more than willing to create for teammates, and that's something special too.
Yeah, he's incredibly unselfish. I mean, he always knows where the next guy's at, and yeah, you're right. People would give him the excuse if he, put his head down, went to the hoop, and say, well, but that's not the way he looks at it. He's a smart basketball player. He's always willing to, make the extra pass if we need it.
And he's setting up players like Pacey McClure, who ended up with 16 in the ball game, even though he got off to a little bit of a slow start in the contest offensively as well. And teams are really starting to pay more attention to the sophomore, as he is really a talented young man as well.
Yeah, scouting reports out on him. I mean, he was kind of a little secret there at first, but he put up numbers like he's been putting up. Teams are going to notice him, and they're going to, I told them before the game, they'll have their best guard defender on him. And, you saw him, steps up to the challenge. He likes it, but, he's got to work a little harder away from the ball to get his shot. But as far as if guys come out and guard him that hard, he's definitely quick enough to go by him and get to the basket.
And Nick Titus hit a couple of big buckets. Trenton Moore worked hard inside as well. And Adam Fearday off the bench provided some much-needed minutes, as well as Womack for a little bit today.
Yeah, no, I mean, Nick, those threes Nick hit early were huge. I mean, they kept us in. We weren't playing very well, and they kept us in it. And then, he handled the ball and played great defense. The rest of the game, Banning, we talked about his rebounding effort and his defensive effort tonight was really, really huge. Adam's always tough for us. I was real proud of the way he defended down here and rebounded and hit that nice little turnaround there that really put us over the edge to start making our comeback. And then, yeah, like you said, Luke had good minutes the other night against St. Anthony. We brought him in to guard Dustin. Tonight we brought him in to guard Cool. He's a big kid. He's going to be a big part of our team going forward. So, those are valuable minutes for Luke, and he's pretty solid for us.
Interesting thing about Neoga is they have a nice mix of some veteran players and some young players, and it'll be fun to see how Neoga finishes out the season. Still, though, already at the mark with 15 wins and coming out of a tough NTC week, your club has a interesting schedule to finish up with as well.
Yeah, I just told them in there, I said we got to go to Louisville on Tuesday, and that they're feeling like they owe us one after we took that one from them Tuesday night. So, Josh will have those guys fired up to play at home. That's tough. And then I think we go Red Hill at home that week, and we still got Tuscola and Altamont left and Newton. I mean, there's not too many easy ones out there left for us, but our goal at the end of the year was to go get 20 wins, and win a regional. And I told them when we left, it's still out there. I mean, we set ourselves up. We weren't at this. We finished with 15 wins last year, and now this team's, got us to this point, and we just got to have a strong finish. And I think these kids will bounce back. They bounce back from a lot, and, we just got to take the next step.
Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us after the ball game. Good luck to you and your Neoga Indians.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for all you guys did this week.
Oh, it's our pleasure. That's Andrew Snow, head coach of the Neoga Indians, as they fall to a very good Dieterich Moving Maroon club here tonight by a final score of 48-41. Gail's back at the studios. Hasn't been a lot of high school basketball to tell us about, but she did say she had some junior high scores to let us know about from regional action from today. Gail, what do you have?
Yes, in junior high boys basketball play today in the 8-1A Sagal St. Michael Regional, Stu Straws over Windsor 23-13, and it was Martinsville with the win over Sacred Heart 31-30. In the 8-2A St. Elmo Brownstown Regional, it was North Clay Louisville 46, South Central 31. St. Anthony victorious over Altamont by a score of 60-20. Cowden Herrick Beecher City with the win over Ramsey 42-30. In the 8-2A KZ Westfield Regional, it was Kansas over Palestine Hudsonville 43-28. Paris Crestwood a winner over Neoga 57-19. Dieterich with the win over Oblong 46-29. In 8-3A Robinson Regional, Marshall the winner over Jasper County 51-39. It was Robinson over Cumberland 43-14. Lawrenceville Parkview victorious over Red Hill 56-16. In the 8-4A Taylorville Regional, Matt Toon over Effingham 33-28. We saw Mount Zion with the win over Taylorville 58-22. And then in those games with those winners going on, Charleston defeated Matt Toon 46-32, and Mount Zion with the win over Stephen Decatur 38-32. In girls basketball, Matt Toon over Charleston 77-47, and a tough loss for the Effingham Hearts. The Lady Hearts lost with a last-second three-point shot. Mount Zion, the win over Effingham 46-45. You guys did a great job. Enjoyed my day, and looking forward to the championship game with St. A and Altamont tonight. Great job.
Thank you very much, Gail. Again, appreciate your efforts back at the studio. Also like to thank Wayne with his video broadcasting here all week long, and again here this afternoon. And Dustin, thanks for coming up for the third place game. And now we're looking forward to the championship tonight with Altamont and St. Anthony.
I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. Like we've already mentioned, it's going to be a nice crowd. Obviously, with Altamont involved, it's going to bring a lot of people out. And St. Anthony, kind of a fixture in the championship game these days. They'd love to knock the Bulldogs off that perch, but St. Anthony doesn't want to get knocked off. They're going to have a good contingent here too. It's going to be a fun game, fun crowd. It always is at the NTC tournament, and I'm really excited to get a chance to be a part of it.
That's Dustin White for Wayne, for Dustin, for Gail back at the studios. I'm Matt Robinson. Thanks for joining us this afternoon for the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament, and we look forward to seeing you tonight. Again, pregame show around 7:15. The tip-off slated for 7:30 for that championship game tonight, and you can catch it all on 97.9 X.